This is not your average market rumble. Shiba Inu has recently experienced unprecedented levels of volatility. Coinbase could be at the epicenter of something far larger. Modern disorder is more than simply background noise. Something is simmering beneath the surface and it's reflecting that. The interesting part, though, begins right here. There is a message of hope within all the chaos. The good news for Shiba Inus may lie in something that Coinbase recently shared. Therefore, what is happening precisely? Why exactly may Shiba Inus be the center of attention at the moment? I'll explain it in simple terms. Cautionary note before we kick off. Your money is not being advised by this. Before putting your money into the cryptocurrency market, make sure you complete your own homework. Anything can happen in the unpredictable market. Today was a wild ride to begin with. The cost to own a Shiba Inu dog varied widely. Some others were worried when it dropped suddenly in the morning. However, by day's end it began to recover, gradually moving back toward the green. Already that demonstrates resilience. Plus, that isn't the sole item garnering media attention. Whales are once again active, and Shiba Inu's on-chain data is illuminating behind the scenes. If long-term investors are seeking to foretell a big trend reversal, they watch for this sort of action. What's going on with Coinbase? Let's discuss it. Not long ago, they revealed two huge secrets. They started by releasing a report that hinted to a possible impending bearish trend. They predicted that the entire cryptocurrency market would soon turn negative. Both confidence and the total market cap have plummeted compared to the previous year. Everyone should take this as a sign that they may still face difficult times ahead. However, the twist is about to happen right now. They even dropped hints about a possible comeback. If macroeconomic conditions start to normalize in the coming months, according to Coinbase, we could witness a full recovery by Q3. That's coming right up. Therefore, the current period of uncertainty may only be a transitional period before a massive surge of recovery takes hold. And do you know which coin could be perfect for riding that wave? Canis lupus intermedius. We will now examine the metrics in detail. Data recorded on the blockchain indicates an increase in whale sightings around Shiba Inu. Big investors are still in despite the fact that the price hasn't been great as of late. Actually, they are reassigning. The accumulation rate has been steadily rising. A small number of very wealthy Shiba Inu families are covertly expanding their estates. That is a classic indicator that the wealthy are getting ready to make a larger move. This isn't about building anticipation, it's about setting the stage for future events. Concurrently, the crypto industry is seeing a general uptick in whale behavior. Today, experts were taken aback by a single occurrence. After being dormant for years, a gigantic Bitcoin whale unexpectedly woke up. They transferred a substantial amount from an idle wallet to an exchange, buying more than 100 Bitcoins in two distinct deals. Both were enormous, but the smaller one was probably only a practice run. Lucan Chain, an analytics account, noticed the transaction and posted about it online. Therefore, what caused this abrupt change? The macro outlook may be the single most important factor. Retail investors may be missing something big that these whales are seeing coming. Thus, we return to the Shiba Inu. This time of volatility may not indicate a collapse if the whales are getting ready for a rebound and the Shiba Inu is displaying symptoms of reaccumulation. It might signal the start of a significant setup, in fact. But then Coinbase dropped yet another bombshell. Coinbase Prime, their enterprise-level platform for big clients that provides custody, trading, and financing services, was the source this time. They stated that by the end of April they will no longer provide custody services for 49 distinct cryptocurrency assets. This massive change is an element of their plan to maintain the platform's simplicity for premium tokens. As one can expect, this caused quite a stir among Shiba Inu owners. Shiba will be the next one. The potential consequences of delisting Shiba Inu from Coinbase are huge. Among the several cryptocurrency exchanges available, Coinbase is among the most user-friendly, particularly in America. More than 87% of all Shiba Inu purchases were happening on Coinbase at one point. Investor trust may take a hit if such exposure were to disappear. That people are worried is therefore not surprising. We think Shiba Inus are here to stay though, and here's why. To start, Shiba Inu coins are among the most popular and actively traded cryptocurrencies today. On CoinMarketCap, it is still ranked second among memo coins, just behind Dogecoin. That's based on real volume, practicality, and community strength, not merely hype. Second, despite the current market downturn, Shiba Inu has still done better than a lot of the new memo coins that were all the rage earlier this year but have since faded. The comparative strength of Shiba Inus is unaffected, according to data made public by Shiba.ht. The structure follows. Shiba Inu isn't relying solely on its previous successes. Continually, the development staff is hard at work in the background. A major achievement was recently commemorated. Shiba Inu has seen more over 1 billion transactions. That's quite an accomplishment. Building on that success, they introduced the Builder Group, a platform on Telegram that facilitates direct communication between Web3 developers and Shiba Inu engineers. It's a place where mentorship, Q&A, and real-time cooperation can happen. Plus, anybody interested in building can use it. Evidence demonstrates the Shiba Inu ecosystem is moving at a steady pace. It's becoming bigger. Lucy, the head marketer of Shiba Inu, made the announcement about the Builder Group and stressed how crucial this is to the project's trajectory. Shiba Inu isn't sitting around doing nothing while the excitement rolls back. Instead, it's putting its money into accessibility, development, and education. A large number of developers have already joined the organization. In addition, projects like this one pay off in the long run. Shiba Inu's pouring bricks as the market trembles under the weight of panic. Additionally, there is the prognosis. Many experts remain optimistic about the future of Shiba Inus despite the fact that 2025 has gotten off to a shaky start. Finder has released a new analysis in which a group of specialists in the dog business forecast a possible meteoric growth for Shiba Inus in the next years. Gains of up to 7,000% are possible according to some estimations given the right circumstances. If that were to happen, the Shiba Inu's price would drop by 100. These predictions are also not to be taken lightly. Shiba Inus, according to industry heavyweights like BitGet's Gracie Chan, have more potential for success than the average person realizes. Predictions for 2030 and 2035 have already been made by certain experts. Plus, the figures they're using are really ridiculous. The forecasted growth rate is 70 times higher than the present level. Even modest investors may become billionaires with that kind of increase. Similar to the events of the year 2021, there is more to these forecasts than just wishful thinking. They are interdependent on the resilience of the Shiba Inu population, the advancement of the ecosystem, and the growing importance of its discoveries. It's about more than simply the next token treat. It covers all the things the squad is doing to grow. Stick with Shibarium, the stablecoin initiative, the Builder Collective, Karma, and the continuously burning flames. It all adds up to a more comprehensive roadmap than before. We must not overlook the big picture either. Whether the market as a whole rebounds later this year, or in the next year, Shiba Inus will be well positioned to benefit. Return of the whales is imminent. Construction is underway. Together we are more powerful than before. The stage is set for yet another breakout. The current volatility is therefore very genuine. However, you should not be alarmed. It might be the beginning of a larger event. In a tweet, Lucy summed it up perfectly. Negativity never brought success in life. Keep that message in mind. Because Shiba Inu's original intent remains unchanged, despite the temporary disarray. The group is still present. Construction has not yet ceased. The whales are making a gradual return. Additionally, the charts are exhibiting a resurgence of activity. Look no farther than the current happenings if you have been questioning whether Shiba Inu still possesses promise. Not merely changes in pricing, but also development, strategy, and forward motion. So, how do you feel about this whole thing? In your opinion, is the current volatility merely a prelude to the next rally? Leave a comment with your ideas. Remember to subscribe to the channel and enable notifications if you wish to stay updated on all things Shiba Inu related. You risk losing out on a once-in-a-lifetime chance if you don't keep yourself updated. Please consider sharing this video with your friends, members of crypto communities, and anybody else who might be interested in intelligent investment if you found it useful. We should get the word out. The Shiba Inu saga is far from finished, if it hasn't already begun.